What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. You know, I've been talking a lot to a good buddy of mine, George Macon, and I would say like most guys in the late 30s and early 40s, we try to solve the problems of the black world in one day's conversation or over a WhatsApp call. And, you know, we try to figure out what's the best way about helping black men, and not only him, but me and other content creators in this space that talk offline. But what I figured out is that it's something that it cannot be solved alone. Now, as far as what black men need to do, of course, and there are problems in the black male communities, no doubt, but there is an issue that is gonna come along with black men and black women, okay? And I believe that, you know, black women have, you know, they are the representation of the time that they live in. And not only black women, but, you know, many women in general, but since it's a black show, I focus on black people. The problem that we're gonna have here is that many black women will not necessarily see any obligation to feel that either, number one, black men are worthy of, you know, proving themselves for or competing for, or what is their role in a relationship, okay? Many black women tend to be confused by this, or if they have any role at any outside of just being provided for, okay? And when we get to this point, we're gonna have a problem, because if we look at black men and what is expected of black men, women are gonna have clear expectations of black men. Black men need to work, they're gonna need to earn, they're gonna need to build, they're needing to do all these things for me. You know, they need to provide for me. But when it's about what she needs to do, you're gonna hear stuff like, well, I'm loyal, I'm nice, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm a fun to be around. And these are, you know, traits that you find nice to have in a person, but these are not traits that really are long-term in a relationship. There's nothing about self-sacrificing or nothing about you know, doing things for your partner to feel better even when you don't. See, those kind of conversations are not had, but it's always about, you know, some of the good qualities that they have about themselves as how they see themselves, but not how others may see them. And the reality of it is that many women in this generation are most likely going to feel like they don't need to do anything. They are owed a good black man. I mean, we don't have to look too far to see this. Dr. T.S. Johnson talked about that on the show. Kevin Samuels, I believe what he does every day is almost like academic research, if you want to think about it, because call after call after call, you hear it in a constitutive fashion, where women, they have not analyzed where they are in the dating market, but at the same time, these demands, many from guys like us, they are ridiculous. Some of us could even call them delirious. But for them, this is what they want their reality to be. And a lot of women don't understand that society is going to make them like really single, okay? And the reality of it is that black women are very intelligent. You know, we know about the academia part. You know, many black women are in school. Many black women, and I know that because I've been in medical school with black women. I've been in undergrad with black women, and many of them perform at the highest of the classes, get the best marks. Law schools. Black women understand self-sacrificing in terms of, you know, relationships, not relationships, but in academic worlds, professional jobs. When they even become mothers, they understand, you know, self-sacrificing to a certain point with their, you know, with their own children and things like that. But when it comes to what do they need to do to be in a position to get a man, I hate to say it, many of them think that well, why do I need a man? And that's the attitude. The attitude is, if I get a man, okay. If I don't, I'm definitely okay with that too. But if I get him, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to try to get him. You know, I'm not going to be deliberate about trying to get a man. If I get a man, that's important, but it's okay. But like, I'm living my life as to I don't need him. But if I get him, he should just be happy to be with me. Not all, but this is my perspective. I think many guys can understand where I'm coming from. Many black women, they believe that, okay, well, because I'm me and I'm special, I'm giving him my time, I'm blessing him with my grace. I'm giving him an opportunity to know me. Just in that alone should be enough for him. Doesn't matter if, I already have children by somebody else. It doesn't matter if I have, gained weight or what my status is right now with weight. It doesn't matter what I look like or how I keep it. I'm a blessing to him. I'm a woman and I'm entitled a good man, as T.S. Johnson referred to Kevin Samuel's show, picking a good black man off the good black man tree. Okay? So this is something that they're owed. Like, it's like a stimulus package of brothers. The problem with this is that no, you're not owed anything. As hard as you had to work in college to achieve what you achieved academically, as hard as you worked as a small business entrepreneur, or some of you have really, really great, powerful jobs, it's the same way that you have to work to obtain and maintain a relationship, a marriage. It takes work, okay? Being married or being in a relationship, it's hard work, okay? And it's not just that the man has to do something. It's not he has to go out and provide. Relationships are so one-sided now in the world that it's all about that men have to be self-serving to the family. He needs to make all of the sacrifices, and then what the woman has to do is just spend the money. Or the woman has to do is just be a woman. No. Okay? And in the reality, there are women that are smart enough to understand that, oh, wow, this is a good man. And sometimes you even introduce your own personal friends to guys who are really good, thinking that because, you're special, he's going to stay with you. Some woman out there who is lonely is going to say, if I had a man like that, I would do everything to keep him. I would really appreciate what I would have. And some of you women lose opportunities because there are other groups of women that understand, whoa, this is a man that is a contributor. And I understand that I am not owed a man. I am not owed somebody to just give me something because I'm a woman. Okay. And then what happens is that, other cultures, and I went back to this with my George Macon video where he talked about, well, we can't compare white women to black women. That's right. But if you're a black man, you don't care about, well, I'm going to give a sister a pass because she's been through racism. You're not going to care about that. What you're caring about is, hey, can you do the job? And I'm going to do a video about that. Okay. A lot of black men just don't care about what you've been through. Just like a lot of black women don't care about what black men have been through. All that we know is we're working hard every day. We want to have a good life. If it comes in a white person or in a Asian person or a Hispanic person, there's not going to be somebody who's going to give you a hometown discount. This isn't like Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs where, I want to play for you, so I'll take a little bit less because I like it here. There's some guys who are not going to do that. And the reality is that a woman who's going to feel like she needs to do more, she needs to put in effort to maintain in the relationship. And obviously, a lot of guys are going to have a problem with, okay, I need to have a conversation with you about what you need to do. And you've never been taught you need to do that. Automatically, for a lot of guys, are going to be like, wait a minute, I'm just going to stop dealing with these sorts of chicks. Because why do I even need to explain to you that, hey, you have to put into this relationship too, outside of sex or outside of, me taking you on a date? There are other things that you need to do. And we're to the point where a lot of ladies just don't understand that. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.